Everyone, my name's Josh. I'm 18 years old, and I live in the United States. I'm basically going to be doing this channel for anyone that also identifies as transgender, who wants to learn more, and just so I can have a place to have my own opinions and whatnot. Um, I'm not really sure what to say, but this is my intro video, obviously. I'm gonna try to do at least one a week. Um, I guess I'll tell a little bit about how I realized who I was. So, I first kind of thought that I wasn't normal, when I was able to start deciding what I wore myself. I would always basically feel sick to my stomach and extremely depressed if I had to dress in clothes that are specifically made for those who identify as female. And, I mean, I personally don't think that clothes have a gender, but people tend to think, oh, yeah, that's made for girls, so, yeah. But I just couldn't stand it. I'd always be like, Mom, can I please shop in the guys section? It makes me feel better. And so basically she let me, but she was also kind of just hoping it was just a phase and that I'd grow into this person that would enjoy skirts and all that crap. Obviously, I didn't want any of that. So, I didn't understand why I wasn't feeling like I should, because growing up being told that you're a girl, you feel like you have to fit the stereotypical long hair, makeup, and all of that, and I just didn't fit in, and I really wanted a label for myself. And it's horrible to say, but I was searching, and I felt like I was lost. So I finally was just like, you know what, I'll just go by tomboy. And I tried to be feminine, and it just wasn't working. I would force myself to basically pretend like I was someone else. I didn't have a clue on how to be feminine. I would ask my former best friend, like, how do you be a girl? And she would just be like, well, I don't know, you just are. So, I just wasn't in a good place, and then over the summer, in 2014, somebody that I know came out as transgender, and I was like, why does that term sound so familiar? And so I started researching, and I was like, oh, why does, that it just struck me. And I was like, that's who I am. For once, I feel like I'm part of something. And, I didn't know how to tell anyone. I was very closed off, and I thought it wasn't normal because the way that society has portrayed those who identify as transgender just hasn't been the greatest. So I kind of was just like, oh, okay, well, yeah, this is who I am. I shouldn't be ashamed. And I was thinking about coming out, and my mom ended up making a very transphobic comment when we were leaving one of the town's fairs that are near me. And I didn't know how to take it, because I was thinking of telling her that night. So I ended up going home and talking to my sister. And she was like, well, that's extremely cool that you know who you are. And she was supportive right away. She didn't question if I was positive or not, because she was like, I kind of could tell that you weren't comfortable in your own skin. So, a few days later, I was like, hey, Mom, by the way, I'm trans. And she flipped out. She was like, no, you're not. You don't know who you are. But I was like, okay, well, I know who I am, and you don't know who I am. You can't decide who I am. And I finally got her to be accepting. And I told my dad, too, that day. And I was like, Dad, I need to talk to you. He thought I was going to tell him I was pregnant, or I got into trouble, or I was into drugs. Obviously, none of that's true, but what can I say? He was worried, and he said he accepted me, and it's on and off, like, he doesn't try anymore. He kind of just is like, oh, yeah, whatever. So, I came out to everyone officially September 10th, 2014. And I did this huge thing on Facebook and Instagram saying, oh, yeah, I'm trans. If you want to talk about it, let me know. And, I mean, I got really positive feedback. Everybody's supportive. Nobody really said anything horrible. And so I started my transformation then. And, I mean, transitioning was something that came easy to me. I was already basically good with clothing that I thought was me. I ended up convincing my mom to let me get my first binder. And do not order from Les Love Boat, because that binder hurt me. It wasn't properly binding, and it made me feel more dysphoric than I already was. But I was able to convince her to let me get one from GC2B, and that really made my day. So I started to have everybody call me by my preferred name, and it was really easy. And I started talking to my doctor and my therapist, and my therapist was like, well, I'm glad you finally, accepted yourself, and I'm glad that you're happy with you. So that went over really great, and then my primary care doctor referred me to an endocrinologist, and she was like, okay, well, wait a week, because you're turning 18, and you can start testosterone. And so I started that March 11th of 2015, and it has been just a little over 12 shots so far. It's every week, and I do it myself, and it's not scary how I thought it would be. And I do notice the changes already. I can tell that my voice is lower than it was. My jaw's changing a little bit. My muscles have been a little more defined. I put on some weight, but that's normal because you do get a little hungrier than normal. This has been something that people think I'm rushing, but to me it feels the right pace. So basically, I'm here to help anyone, and I want to help as much as I can. And I'm just gonna keep on doing this, and hopefully that I can at least help one person. And I've been rambling now, and so I don't want to bore you guys, but if you guys have any questions or anything you want me to talk about, let me know. I'm gonna do a video once a week. So basically, you can comment on here. I'm gonna put my information for Instagram and Kick on here. Aside from that, I hope you all have a great day, because I know I'm gonna keep on striving to have great days. So, bye.